you.
Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Emirates Pilot Information Session. We're very excited to see so many of you here today. So just a quick introduction to both me and my colleague. My name is Boyu. I am from Emirates Recruitment Team, Flight Operations, and I've been staying in Dubai for more than 10 years, and I have no plan to return home yet. So now over to you, David.
Hello, I'm David. I'm captain on 777. I've been with Emirates for 8 years, and same like you, I have no plan to leave anytime soon.
Great. So before we start, today we're gonna show you a quick video about us.
Ready? Thrust 6.
V1.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning everyone from Logic. This is your first officer, Mohammed speaking.
Emirates 6 Juliet Lima, quest up to 50 miles, 50 miles right of track to avoid weather.
So in today's session, we have quite a few topics to cover. And the session will last about 20 minutes of time. And at the end, we're going to have a Q&A session. So you all see the QR code at the corner of the screen. Throughout the presentation, you can scan the code and then input your questions in your phone. At the end, we will answer your questions. So look at the topics. We're going to talk you through our company overview, and then we'll share with you the requirements and the current active positions we're hiring. And then David will share with you the live pilot rostering and how's the leave situation within the company. I will then take over and then share with you more information about our benefits and payment. At the end, that's the Q&A session. So let's start from the company overview. So our current fleet, we have in total 269 aircrafts. And we have 3 fleet at the moment, Boeing 777, 350, and 380. We fly to 148 destinations. It's actually hard to think a place we don't fly, to be honest. And so we operate 3,640 flights per week. Overall, we have 71,000 employees globally. We are a truly diverse and multicultural organization. For example, today we come to Expo. Emirates team, we have 7 people in our team. We are from 6 different countries. And once you got a chance to come to Dubai for your assessment, you will feel the diverse environment. So we currently have 179 nationalities working for us. For our pilots, we have almost 5,000 pilots within the company, we have over 20,000 cabin crew, and all of the pilots and cabin crew are based in Dubai. Most importantly, we are the most profitable airline in the world. From our fleet, you can see we are expanding quickly. We are the largest Boeing 777 and Airbus 380 operator in the world. And at the moment, we have 116 aircraft for A380 as in the fleet. We have 16 350 and more are coming. And we have 140 Boeing 777s. And yes, as what we said, more aircrafts are landing in Dubai in the near future. So in the next few years, we're gonna have 57 more A350 come to Dubai. We're expecting another 270 Boeing 777X and also 35 787s.
All right, so question that we regularly receive from people visiting us is, what does it take to become an Emirates pilot? So don't have a look too much at the slide. Basically, we're recruiting now for first officers, accelerated command, and direct entry captain. If you want to join us with a first officer position, we're asking you to hold a type rating on an Airbus fly-by-wire or on a Boeing aircraft. Okay, we require 2,000 hours minimum experience. So a big question is, why 2,000 hours? Why is it such a high number? So first of all, 2,000 hours is something you're going to reach very quickly. If you're in the airline industry, it takes about 3 years to reach it, right? Now, if you look at the network we operate, the diversity of flights, you can do 35-minute flight, you can do 16-hour flight, you can do Atlantic crossing, you can do freight, passenger, Himalaya crossing, Australia, South America. It's so vast that we require a little bit of experience before you can do, before you can join us. Another question we have sometimes here is, how do we get those 2,000 hours? So we don't have an opinion on that, but there's obviously a lot of airlines here coming to the Pilot Expo who can help you reach those hours. But typically, like I mentioned earlier, 3 years is what it would require you before you can join Emirates. Right, so we do have a program called Accelerated Command. This is targeted at the moment for current A320 captains. So if you're an A320 captain with 2,000 hours PIC and 5,000 hours total, you're more than welcome to apply. You will be assessed in your current role of captain, but you will be taken in the company as a first officer, what we call an accelerated command, so fast track upgrade. What do I mean with this? These are the current progression timeline. So because Emirates is such a big airline and we keep on expanding, with growth come, of course, career opportunities. And the best career opportunity you can have is your command. At the moment, if you're joining as a first officer, 3.5 to 4 years, this varies and it depends mostly on your previous experience. If you join us as an accelerated command, like I said, it's a very fast upgrade. We're talking 18 months before you can reach command on Airbus. Right, we do have vacancies for direct entry captain. Whether for A380 or A350 will require 7,000 hours total. If you have 3,000 hours PIC on A320, it's a new requirement we've recently changed. You're eligible to apply for direct entry captain on A350. So from a narrow body immediately to a wide body. For the A380, the requirements are a little bit higher. We require 3,000 hours PIC on a wide body aircraft, Airbus. Good. So let's talk a little bit about rosters and annual leave. Emirates is the only airline in the world operating a system with 5 rotating bid groups, which means your priority in the bidding is changing every month, right? And this also means if you're a new joiner, well, you don't have to wait 20 years until you get a high number in seniority to have a good roster. So even as a new joiner, you are eligible to have a nice roster. We try to issue it on the 16th of each month. We advertise 8 to 12 days off in Dubai is actually much more than this. Currently, you can count 14 to 18 days off in Dubai. And we do have a system called a reserve and standby month. So this happens once every 10 months. So on your roster, you don't have any single standby. Roster is fixed. You can change the duties as you want, but we will not change it. And once every 10 months, we give you a blank roster. And this is where you can get standbys. Right, what does it typically look like? Most of our layovers are 24 to 48 hours. We're staying in high standard hotel accommodations. The trips are between 1 to 4 days. Some of them are a little bit longer if you're doing the freight. And we pay you a meal allowance with your salary. Like I said, the nice thing about Emirates is the variety of operations, right? One day you're doing a 35-minute flight, the other way a 16-hour flight, ULR, 4 pilots, 3 pilots, multi-sector. It's literally what you like. So we also have leave in Emirates, all right? We don't work all the time. What we offer is a 42 days leave entitlement, right? And we have a system where you can bid online for your leave. You can change it every month. And the system about peak and non-peak period, like I mentioned, everyone wants to have leave in July, August, and for Christmas. But we do fly on those periods, so somebody's got to do the job, right? So how it works is like at least every 2 years, you have priority to bid for leave in the peak period. So with this system, we can guarantee you that even if you're in a high demand period, you will have leave in July and August. Right, let's talk about pay and benefits. Boyu will go through this. Please take out your phones, make some notes, and publish it online, okay?
I need a clicker. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. So here is our salary package. So as what David mentioned, we are hiring 3 pilot positions: first officers, accelerated command pilots, and also direct entry captains. And from here, you can see that your monthly salary consists of several elements, which is your basic salary, your hourly pay, and then your total. So the black color is in UAE dirhams, is the local currency. We convert it to euros, which is in the red color. So if you are a newly joined first officer today with us, your monthly salary based on a 85 hours monthly flying hour, you will have around 7,400 euros, and that's your takeaway cash. And tax-free. You don't have to pay anything from your pocket. That's just purely your takeaway cash, because we also provide accommodation. We take care of your children if you have any for their education. Your medical and your family's medicals are all taken care of by us. So that's purely your takeaway cash. All the way to captain. So one day when you reach to captain position, your monthly salary will be 11,000 euro per month. And while we do have threshold for our monthly flying hours, and if you, any hours flown beyond the threshold will be paid as overtime, and you may get called when you're on day offs, and you don't have to say no. You don't have to say yes. You don't have to say yes to those calls, but if you do say yes, you get call-out pay also. And apart from the salary package, we definitely offer a lot more than that. So I think I have to say the staff travel benefits is the part of the, most engaging benefits that all the pilots will be interested in. And I'm sure you're all aware what is ID90, which is subload ticket, and ID50, which is firm ticket. And then we also offer those 2 categories for you and your family members, and they're unlimited from day one you join, you can use those tickets. Apart from that, and we also have friends tickets. Every year you get to add a name list of 25 names, and you can put your friends' names there, and you can buy the tickets for them. And for, if you work for us for more than 3 years, we have another, we say is the best ticket in the group, which is called Service Relation Concession Ticket. So beyond 3 years, every single year, you get one of this ticket. The best part is that you don't pay fare. You only pay tax when you use this ticket. Let's say if you go from Dubai to Los Angeles, it's like one of the longest flights that we operate. You probably end up only pay 100 dirhams, which is about maybe 20, 30 euros for the round trip ticket, because you only pay the tax. So those are, but we have so much more categories relating to staff travel. You will get to learn more once you join, and you will find out once you join, your tickets will build up quickly. And tax-free salary, we can't highlight this more because everything you see is your pocket money. You don't have to pay anything back to the company or to the government. And we know, so in Dubai, 9 out of 10 people are the expats. So we all relocate to Dubai from different places, and we know the pain point, we know your requirements, and then we know sometimes people have family and children. It can be difficult when it comes to school choices or spouse working opportunities. We understand all of that. We have specific onboarding team to assist all of our pilots from the day they sign the contract all the way we bring them to Dubai safely and with all the assistance we can. And medical is covered for sure, and you can also put your direct family members under your name in the system, and you only need to pay a small premium fee per member. You can cover, so their medical insurances also get covered. And the insurance in Dubai is kind of first-class service. If you really get to check out something, you can get to the hospital, and you get to meet the doctor on the same day, and which is brilliant. I know some of you may already have your personal life insurance. From company's perspective, we'll also offer you the same. So it's just something extra. And Platinum card, you probably don't know what is this, but you just remember this is something good. And so it will make you very popular among your friends. It's a discount card within Emirates. Only Emirates staff will have this card. And I even say, this is probably the first thing you need to do when you join Emirates, and just apply for this membership, because over thousands retailers are giving us discounts when you have this membership, and it covers from F&B, from cleaning service, from car rental, hotel, gym. So anything you can think of, you get discount by using this membership. And apart from that, this is how we travel. This is our business class. So our fleets are relatively new, and also we periodically refurb our business class cabin. And this is how me and David travel over from Dubai to here. And see, everyone looks happy in the picture, and that will be future you and your family members. So once you get chance to come to Dubai for your assessment, we highly recommend you to take your legal spouse with you as well. And then once you travel, and even for your assessment, if we have vacant seats in business class, we'll take you in. We offer profit share. So I said from the start, we're the most profitable airlines in the world. And so we've been running quite well in the past few years. And then this slide is to showcase how do we as an employee benefit from the profit. So back in 2023, every single employee within the group received 24 weeks of basic salary as the bonus. And again, tax-free, takeaway cash. This is on top of everything we just showcased you from the previous slides. In 2024, we received again 20 weeks of the basic salary And last year, another 22 weeks of basic salary comes to our pocket. So let's say last year, if you were a first officer with us, by May, when the company released the bonus, you will have 34,000 US dollars tax-free salary on top of what you have in the previous year. And if you were a captain at the time, you receive 51,000 US dollars extra salary, to your bank account.
How many this year?
This
Boyu,
year-
you know. You're from HR, you know.
So that's a good question. So actually, just 1-2 weeks ago, we just changed our employee menu for the benefits. So the group has announced we have been running really well. So in 2026, this May, if the group has announced there is a bonus, we will receive minimum 13 weeks. So apparently, I think, David, you are looking for more than that. So yeah. And accommodation. We offer accommodation, and it's a first-class level as well. It's a 4-bedroom villa in central area of Dubai. And the villa itself is unfurnished. However, you would receive about 5,500 euros just for you to furnish your villa. And this, again, is extra. So it's not, anything you need to take from your pocket to furnish the company accommodation. And one best thing to live in the company villa is that you don't pay anything. You don't need to worry about your utility fees. In Dubai it's very hot, especially summertime, and the AC usage could be high, but you don't need to think about it. Water is free, and the only thing you need to pay is the Wi-Fi. And even the maintenance, if something is broken in your house, you just need to call the company and they will come and replace a new one for you. And then of course, we won't just take you to the empty villa from day one when you arrive in Dubai. You will stay in a 5-star hotel for 12 days once you arrive, and then you get the key in the meantime, so you can go back and forth and decorate your new house. Yeah. And some of you may say, but I'm single, I don't need a 4-bedroom villa. So there is an option to get the leave-out allowance as long as you have your own property in the UAE, and then the company will give you the leave-out allowance monthly. As a first officer, you get 4,330 euros per month to pay the mortgage for you. As a captain, you got monthly leave-out allowance 5,587 euros for you to pay the mortgage. And you receive this till the end of your career with us. In the other way, we finance your home in Dubai if you want your own property. Yeah. And children, we know we will take care of them. So we will support education allowance for up to 3 children from year 4 to year 19. And per child, per academic year. For primary school, you got more than 12,000 euros. And then for secondary school, more than 18,000 euros per child per academic year. So schools in Dubai are really high level. They're all like private school, and we have many different curriculums. We have British, American, IB, we have French, Arabic, Indian. So anything you can think of, we have private schools there, and quality is nice. Fee is high, but we got it covered for you. Apart from that, what else we can think of that we can help you for a smooth relocation to the Middle East? So out of this, one of the interesting part is that we offer chauffeur-driven for your flight. We don't need you to think of where do I, how far do I need to go before my flight? What if there's a traffic? And then where do I park my car? For how long? Do I need to worry about the parking fee? We don't need you to think about it. We have a BMW car. Come to your villa, take you for your flight just for yourself, and you enjoy the trip to the headquarters, you can either use the time to rest or prepare your flight. On the way back, same car will take you back to your home. And you even have an application for that. You can change the pickup and drop-off timing, and it really ups to you. So not only the flight, we will also do the same for you when you have simulator session in the training college. Ironing your uniform can be a pain, but we take care of that. So after your flight, you just drop your dirty laundry in your community. So we have 2 communities in Dubai for our pilots, and then each community has a laundry center, so you just drop off your laundry there and pick up before your next flight. Yeah. Yes, so if you like the presentation, you've met the requirement that you want to apply like right away, please scan the QR code here. And then and if you have any questions throughout your application or any general questions, you can also send email to us, pilot.recruitment@emirates.com. We will reply to you from Dubai. And now is the Q&A time.
Thank you both for your excellent presentation once again. Ladies and gentlemen, down. I propose that I tackle the first one. So 2 things. First of all, we only have 25 minutes. So if you can all see the questions, and maybe you can press like next to the ones you think we should answer first. I will tackle the first one, which is the salary is paid in dirham.
Yes.
So is there protection against significant exchange rate fluctuations? I just typed exchange rate UAE dirham versus US dollar. It is like this much last 5 years. It's 0.003.
So yeah, there is what we call exchange rate protection. So once you arrive in the UAE, we decide on what's your home country currency. So mostly if you're coming from Europe, it's going to be the euro. And if there's a devaluation of the euro, you get paid more in dirham to compensate.
Okay. If everybody's happy with that, I will tick that one off. About recruitment, yeah, maybe we start with how does the standby month work a bit more?
So standby month, you get this, like I mentioned, once every 10 months. And you have no roster. So how it works is every day, 6 p.m., we'll let you know what you're doing the next day. Can be a flight, can be a standby, can also be a day off, because you also need your legal days off during that month. So this is how it works. And the rest of the question is, should you be available every day that month? No. Like I said, 6 p.m., if they give you a day off the next day, you're off for the next day. Sometimes it's a bit frustrating because you have a string of 4 days off, but you only get to know every day, right? 6 p.m. day off, 6 p.m. day off, 6 p.m. day off. And then you're like, oh, I've got a string of 4 days off, but you don't know it in advance. It depends on the many variables, roster changes, changes in operations, who's asked for leave on a certain flight, who's sick, who's not sick. So this is why 6 p.m. we know what you're doing.
Okay. I will stick to the, let's say, operational questions more. Next question, how do you manage jet lag?
It's a very personal question, and it varies from individuals, right? Your needs may be different than mine. On a personal basis, what I'm trying to do is to stay on Dubai time, and I think this is what works best for me. It may not work best for you, but it's a very personal choice. I think with time, you will find what's your best practice for this.
Yeah, it's the same if you do short haul. If you do 4 sectors a day, at some point you're going to have to figure out how to handle earlys or late. And now quite a lot about recruitment. Can you apply with a frozen CPL? So let me put that question on top.
A frozen CPL, probably mean a frozen ATPL?
I do think so. Is it frozen or full ATPL? Yeah.
Frozen ATPL, yes. You can apply with a frozen ATPL. The only thing we will require is that you unfreeze it before we get you on board.
How's that? So you have to...
You will have to unfreeze your ATPL, so do a license skill test.
Right.
After 1,500 hours. Before you're joining the company.
Okay. Maybe we go for one more, like similar. How do you prepare for the technical aspect of the interview?
Sure. Thank you very much for this question. So to answer this one, we'll just quickly let you know the recruitment process, which is quite straightforward. 2 stages. Stage 1 is online, which is language check, psychometric assessment, and then online interview. Once you pass stage 1, we will bring you to Dubai for stage 2. Technical assessment will consist of, first of all, advanced compass. That's a 6 computer-based module for you to go through. There's some ATPL questions, mathematics questions, etc. After that, we will go through simulator check, and then you go through medical check. So I believe online there are lots of pilot forums and so telling us how to prepare for the technical, especially the compass assessment. You can all check and go through and do some preparation before coming to Dubai. Highly recommended.
We'll take just quickly this one. It's an easy one to answer. What's the process like to convert, validate onto a GCA license? Everything is taken care of by Emirates. You'll have to do an air law exam from the GCA. The database of question is somewhere, you'll get it. And your license skill test after the training will help you get the GCA license, but it's all taken care of.
I would like to address, this is an easy one. I think you showed already. What's the requirement for a first officer on the 320? How many hours?
So the hard line is 2,000 hours on Airbus.
I think we will combine these two. The first one is there is an outstanding detail compared to other airlines that a pilot can consider, which sounds very similar to this one. The Emirates terms and conditions sound like a dream. What's the catch?
Who's Marcy's? Where's the catch? I'm sorry to disappoint you. There's no catch. Everything we said here is true. I think we personally, subjectively speaking, I think we offer the best contract of the industry. What really helps in our case, and that's a feeling of security, is that I work for the most profitable airline in the world. We made $5 billion last year. We reached this target of 5 billion in the first 8 months of this year. So it gives you an idea of how much we're going to announce now in April, May. There's no catch. It's a good airline to work for. We can have a chat later if you want. I can show you rosters, everything, and you'll see.
And okay, to tick those two off, and then maybe you can elaborate. How does Emirates close the gap between in-air service and personal life? Specific retirement time than other airlines.
So the retirement age officially is 65 years old. We do have something that I don't think we mentioned, the Provident Fund. So we don't offer a pension. What we do offer is during your employment, the company is paying you 12% of your basic salary in a fund, and you get to decide where you invest that money. So this is the kind of pension benefit that we have, so that once you're leaving us, you get a lump sum of money, and well, this should cover normally your retirement requirements.
Okay. Surprisingly, we're reaching the end of the queue. I didn't want to scare anybody about the hard deadline. We still have 15 minutes. Yeah, can we talk briefly about the Emirates training schools for non-citizen Emirates? Emirates?
Yeah, I think we're talking about Emirates Flight Training Academy. We call it AFTA. So for AFTA, we do intake international cadet, and it's a 2-year ATPL program. And year 1 will be ground training, and year 2 will focus on flying. And so everyone will be again based in Dubai, and your fee will be covered for everything from your accommodations, 3 times meal per day, and also all of your training. And there are 4 phases throughout your journey as you're a student in our AFTA. So a payment will also be paid in 3 to 4 times installment. Yeah.
Did I miss? So is this available for non-Emirati citizens?
Yeah.
Yes, international cadet. Yes. So apart from, we do take national cadet and also international students every year. We take also quite a few.
Training phase, is it bonded? Yeah. So what can we expect during the type rating training phase? Is it bonded? Yes. You have a bond of $42,000 over 42 months, which is roughly $1,000 per month. So just to be sure, just to clarify what it means is that if you are leaving the company within the first 42 months, so 3.5 years, you will have to repay part of the training.
Okay. And why is there no offer of fast-track command on the Boeing fleet?
So this is a question we get very often, actually. At the moment, you know, these options are depending on the fleet plan. For sure, you know that the Boeing 777X has been delayed, and we finally expect to have the first one in 2027. So with the fleet plan comes also the recruitment plan. At the moment, the Boeing fleet is not expanding too much. We are in the process of receiving 10 777 freighter and a 300 ER converted freighter, but the fleet doesn't grow that much than the Airbus fleet. So this is why at the moment the program is on hold for accelerated command. But stay tuned.
Okay. What do you do during your off days in Dubai? Kite surf.
So there's a lot of things you can do Dubai. It depends what you like. If you like golfing, you can go golfing. If you like water sport, you can do water sport. You can even do skiing at Ski Dubai. You can play tennis. It depends what you like. But Dubai is a fantastic city. You can do whatever you want. A lot of people are doing cycling as well.
Hiking.
You can go to the cinema. You can go theater. There's a lot of good things.
Retirement ticket benefits is it after 10 years of service? Thank you.
You get those tickets after 15 years of service. After 15 years of service, we give you 4 tickets per year that you can use for yourself or your close family.
For life, is that correct?
It's for life. It's for life. So after 15 years, you normally be a captain with us. So you are entitled to travel in first class, which means you'll get 4 first class tickets per year.
Okay. Maybe
forever.
There's a reiteration of the full recruitment process. If you could talk about it once again.
So I sort of answered the same question earlier, and now I'll just quickly repeat one more time. So there are 2 stages. Straightforward. Stage 1, all online. Stage 2, you will be in Dubai, and we encourage you to bring your family members to Dubai, and then because it's a team stage, it's a team decision rather than your own decision. And assessment-wise, so simulator, if you're on Boeing, when you come to Dubai for simulator, you will be on Boeing simulator. If you are on Airbus, you will be probably on 350 Airbus simulator. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so how's career progression in terms of becoming TRI, SFI? Like Emirates is a company it's growing constantly. So with growth comes career opportunities, like I mentioned. For TRI, this is the current position that we have in training. We don't do SFI at the moment, so you need to be a captain. After 1 year of left seat, you're eligible to apply for a TRI position.
And any hour requirements, or it's just 1 year of service?
It's 1 year of service and 2 recurrent sims.
I'm not going to ask if you're planning to apply. This is not the point of this presentation. But maybe you can share a little bit how the 3 or 4 pilot operation works on the extra long haul.
So we have operations, like I mentioned, 35 minutes to 16-hour flight. Of course, 16-hour flight is with 4 pilots. We do have flights with 3 pilots. So one thing that I would like to mention is, first of all, you know in advance if you will start your rest or if you go have the second rest. So this is pre-assigned when the roster is published. So I know already if I'm doing an ultra long haul flight, let's say I'm flying to the US, I know if I'm going to be what we call operating crew, meaning I'll do the takeoff and landing, or if I will be augmenting crew, which is the crew relief. And on the ULR, we swap the roles. So if I was pilot let's say, operating crew going to the US, I'll be augmenting on the return. Now, in terms of when do we get 3 and 4 pilot operation, it's a very complex calculation depending on the flight time limitation. As a rough number, anything 8.5 to 9 hours will be 3. Anything beyond 12 will be 4 pilots. As a general rule, right? It's more specific, but this is what you can expect.
Just an easy one first. How long does usually the application process take, usually?
I think it really depends on the situation, because it can be both from the company side operational reason. It can also be from the candidate side, how long you decide to hold your process for. Because we have, as well said, there are 2 stages, and then you are the one who decide when you want to take yourself further for interview. You are the one to decide when you want to come to Dubai for assessment. Some people can take 2 months to prepare before they come to Dubai, and even for interview. So it's really from case to case. In general, if everything goes at the very best case scenario, from the time you apply till you complete assessment and being approved, that will be about 3 months of time, and then you can join.
Maybe, David, one for you. What are the most common operational complexities that you face?
So this is basically related to the question of why 2,000 hours. So we go all over the place, right? You can be rostered to go to Chicago in winter, where you're going to have de-icing, not HLA crossing, and then the next rotation you may go to Beijing. You have to do Himalayan crossing with depressurization routes. We're doing ETOPS. You can do cargo flights. One cargo flight, you can land with 160 ton. The other one, you're going to land 100 more tons, 260. So these are kind of things that we're facing on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. And you have to be prepared. I think we started the day with that statement. I propose we take... there is no age limit for applications. Is it? No. Okay. Just to tick off as many as possible. We have 6 left. Do you envision somewhere in the future to have a second base on top of Dubai?
No, Emirates is a Dubai-based airline and will remain a Dubai-based airline.
Yeah. Which answers the other question, how many bases do you have? And then we go to the next one, which would be... no, this one, sorry. When are you planning to move to the Dubai World Center?
Yep, DWC. It's a...
So yeah, within 10 years of time, we plan to move to DWC airport, and currently we're preparing for the airport. And we prepare 24 hangars for engineering perspective to build in DWC, and then thinking of the number making me feel excited. And then so hopefully the plan goes well, and then we all move to the other side of the city.
Okay. Maybe related to that, when does the 787 arrive?
Hey. Nobody knows. Nobody knows when it's going to arrive. It's the same with the 777X. I think we should ask Mr. Boeing.
We're taking bets, but that's not a that's just a joke. Yeah, okay. I think last question, because we are almost out of time. How about social events? Sorry. Yeah, a pilot is part of the year out of his social circle.
Yeah, so surprisingly, you may think that as a long-haul pilot, you're never home. And actually, I'll be very much happy to show you the rosters, but you're probably 18, 19, 20 days at home, despite flying long-haul. So social circle, it also depends on you. Every day you fly with new colleagues. It's good, it's bad. You can also say the same for flying with always the same colleague. It's also pros and cons. It is what you make of it. You have the opportunity to meet a lot of people. This is great. When you're going to join us, you're going to be paired with other people in your type rating course. Definitely, you're going to make friends. And like I said, every day you go at work, you meet different people. So it's entirely up to you.
Okay. I believe we can close it with this one.
Boeing on Airbus.
Yeah.
Who asked this? Boeing or Airbus? I'm Team Boeing. I'm sorry.
If you have more concerns, these nice people are not leaving. Yeah, there's still a little bit of time to go to the hall, more like 10 minutes. But I mean, you do have open days next
so
days.
if you happen to be here in Brussels on Monday or Tuesday, we're hosting a roadshow. It's going to be right across the street on the Sheraton. There's one session at 10 a.m. on Monday, 1 p.m. on Monday, and Tuesday 10 a.m. We'll be more happy to welcome you there. It's going to be a little bit longer, more detailed, and probably more interaction as well.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you
your
very much,
presentation.
everyone.
So.